Hi guys, good morning. Hope you're enjoying a beautiful Sunday today. Um, those two, three were expected to join me on Zoom, but to inform me that they have technical issues there, and I can see that they are getting connected, but they cannot join. They are disconnecting. So let me start with this, and I can share this the recording with the page and with the group. So we'll start. So what we saw is the fight for the food of a caveman and a family. So during those days, of our evolution, we were fighting for food, and we were fighting for our living. Okay, so that's how our brain was working during those time. So how, every action they are doing, every fight they are making, every movement they are taking, it's all coordinated by the brain chemicals. Okay, each action, whether it's a fear, excitement, to run and to catch, everything is coordinated by the brain. Okay, so in here, brain is conceiving, perceiving the physical perception, physical activities. It's all physical activity. Yes, this is so. It is completely all. It's a teamwork. It's a part of their life, and they are doing it. It's a part of their job. It's part of their life. There is relationship, there is teamwork, there is all kind of activities there. Okay, so and we have seen what is the end of this. It is they got this food, the egg they received. That's the end point. And they have gone through different stages, different activities, and they reached the end point. What is the end point? They got the food, the breakfast, the egg. Okay, so the action is complete, or the cycle is complete. From their hard work, their fight, their run, their all their actions were fruitful when they got this breakfast, the food. Okay, but now in our daily life, what is happening in our daily life? It's all mental activities. When we go for job, it is all mental activity. Okay, so most of the time we may not see where it starts and where it ends. And for the relationship, we are not clearly understand. We actually we don't have time, or we messed up with lots of things in our mind. Okay, it happens, like, it's part of the entertainment, it's part of the relationship, it's part of the friendship, it's part of the job. Lots of files are open in our head, and sometimes some files leads to the endpoint, and the complete cycle is finished and it's closed. But some files still it's open, and they are not closed. So what we can do for that? What and even for my mobile phone, my Android phone, I'll get update sometimes. It says that these apps are not used for a long time, so it's put into sleep. Okay, so why it's doing it? Why we have to do it? Because it's running in the background. So the daily, what issues, mental health issues we are facing in this time, in this period, it is the reason behind is this. Because we have clarity, and the brain has clarity what is going on to from we started, like, as a cave person, we have seen this fight. It's all clear and understood, the cycle, and it comes to an end, and then it rests, and that file is closed. But now we have lots of file opened, and it runs in the background. Okay, so this is the first reason, first point here, reason for the common mental health issues. This is the reason for the common issues, mental health issues now we facing. Because we had clarity before, but now we are into lots of things and we are messed up. We are not keeping clarity on each of the files, and some are closed, some are still open. We don't know how long it is open, but still it is running in the background. And brain, we should understand one thing, brain has a character, brain has a this special technique that if we plan something, if we are going through something, and if it is not closed, and if it is on the halfway, the brain will plan, how we can finish it or what we have to do for it. But because it didn't close, okay, it is halfway or in the middle or in some part we finished, but it's not completely finished, then brain has a character, it will plan to achieve that goal. Okay, so that part is called default mode network in brain. Okay, I will come to it. So this is the role of the brain, the second portion we are going to discuss. And then the third one, how can we prevent this or overcome this, how we can do it, and the timeline, how long it will take, and then the processes, what are the processes, and then summary, conclusion. Okay, so now we discussed the reason for the common mental health issues. What are the reasons? The physical, because we had clarity before, but now we are into lots of things and we are not keeping clarity, and brain get first up, brain get messed. That's the reason. Okay, and lots of files are running in the background. The role of the brain, as I said, the role of the brain is here in this situation is default mode network. So what is default mode network? I explained already. This is what the feature of the brain, the character of the brain. If we didn't close something, or if we are into something, and if we are dealing with something, a person or your job related or your friend or anything, it will be planning, what's your next step, what you want to do. And this planning will be going on even you are not dealing with the exact issue directly. You are not live with the issue, the relationship or the job. Okay, so this will run in the background even when you rest. Okay, so based on the intensity or what kind of issue is that which is not resolved, which is running in the background, that intensity will be directly proportional to the impact to our mental health. Okay, some files maybe, it may be a relationship, it's a broken relationship, and this file, it is not closed. Until it is not closed, it will be running in the background. We have to make steps to close each files. Okay, so usually the relationships are the reason why we go to depression, or usually we'll become sad and we go to depression. Why? Because it's not closed, it is running still in the background. Okay, so according to Indian philosophy or scriptures, a mind, they define mind in 4 parts. The first one is chittam, the memory. The second one is buddhi, the intelligence. And the third one is manas, the imagination. And the fourth one is ahankaram, the ego. Okay, so I would take the fourth one, because these all things, all parts I have discussed already in my videos, how the brain works. So recently I went through this. This is how it is divided. And this is so fascinating to see it. So the fourth one is ahankaram, the ego. So the ego in here is explained. That is we talk about this default mode network. The default mode network will be running always in the background, and that gives the sense of self, who we are and what we have to do, and all the planning for us. Okay, so this is the reason for why we are facing issues. So we saw what is the reason for the issues, the origin of the issue, and now what happens in the brain and what is the mechanism behind it. Now we have seen it. Okay, now how next step is how we can prevent it. Okay, that is what we are going to do through meditation. Okay, through meditation we can silence this default mode network. Okay, meditation is the process. It's a reverse process. It's a reverse mechanism. I'll tell you, because we have a harmony in the brain. The prefrontal cortex, the neocortex, amygdala, hypothalamus, all these part, they have a harmony in reasoning, thinking, decision making, and amygdala in emotional balancing, and hypothalamus, the heart rate and the breathing. Okay, so this is how the emotional, because amygdala and prefrontal cortex are connected, and prefrontal cortex and hypothalamus is connected, and amygdala is also connected to hypothalamus. So this is how the reasoning, the emotions, and how it is connected to the body activities, because hypothalamus is controlling the heart rate and the breathing. So there is a harmony exists among this. Okay, so this is how, because when we are in fear, we have noticed our heart rate will increase, and correspondingly the breathing rate will increase. Okay, and so this is aligned in that way according to the perception from outside. What we see, if it's a scary thing, then immediately we have to flight or fight, right? And there are positive stimulations, like if it's a beautiful thing we are seeing, we are so happy, and then that kind of chemical will be released. Everything depends on what chemical brain is releasing corresponding to the perception we receive, what we see, what we hear. Okay, so this is how this emotions and the reasoning is connected to the hypothalamus, and the hypothalamus controls the heart rate and the breathing. Okay, you got it? And now the meditation is the reverse mechanism. Okay, what we are doing in meditation, the first step we do is breathing exercise. We harmonize, we regulate the breathing first. Okay, so by regulate the breathing, we are giving a normal, peaceful, calm breathing, then the brain is sensing everything is perfectly normal. Because what usually happens in the brain, we see something, we hear something, and we get into fear, and then the hypothalamus increase the heart rate, because the body has to react to that, and body has to run, or body has to take, the cells should get enough energy to take an action, right? But when we look into the meditation, when we go for the meditation, it is the reverse process, because by calming the breathing, By doing the breathing, the regulated breathing, peaceful breathing, we are giving the mind, giving the brain the message that we are fine, we are okay. Okay. And by doing this, by calming the breathing exercise, we calm the brain first. Okay. And for transcendental meditation, they use a mantra or chanting for doing the meditation. That's the next step after breathing. Okay. So what is the importance of this mantra or chanting in meditation? Okay. So breathing, when we do the breathing, and along with this mantra or chanting, that will give a rhythm to our breathing. For a long time, we are sitting for meditation. It will give a rhythm to our breathing, because music, we all know that music gives us a calmness and a rhythm to our body. Okay, so we should understand that we are connected to outside. How we are connected to outside? The body is connected to outside through the breathing. So the breathing will give that calmness, that harmony to the body, along with the music, the chanting. There's a rhythm. We are giving that to the body. Okay. And the breathing, when this is done, it is connected to the thoughts. Next step is we are connecting this process with our thoughts. Each breath, chant the mantra and what you want to chant, and witness your thoughts, watch on your thoughts. And we can say, like, I am not the body. When we take deep breath, we can say, I am not the body. And when we exhale, I am not the mind. I'm not the body. I'm not the mind. What do you want to say? What do you want to be? You can chant. Okay. So we are fixing the thought on that, what you want to. Okay. And then we are bringing that harmony. So we are bringing that harmony in the body as well as the thoughts. Okay. So then the thought process, the reasoning, the reasoning is perfectly in harmony. And then the brain comes in harmony, because the hypothalamus, the prefrontal cortex, and the amygdala, because there is no immediate change in perception happening. So everything is in harmony and we are in peace. This is the science behind the meditation. Okay, so it takes time to be in this state, in this stage of perfect peace. Okay, for a common person who is involved in daily life, completely immersed in his day-to-day living, and he has no other businesses, like any time to do mindfulness or presence of mind and keeping his mind calm, then it's a lots of process to do. First thing to come out of this is, first thing, preparation of the mind. First, the preparation of the mind. What is the reason? Why I am suffering this? What are the thoughts? What are the files opened in me still? Which are the files? Find out. That is the first thing. First thing, look into yourself, observe, and find out which are the files are open. And there may be long-term issues unresolved. You will find it only when you look at it. So I don't believe in meditation training. Like, people go to meditation training and they ask you to close your eyes and do the deep breathing, and they will give you the instruction. I don't believe in that kind of meditation. I believe in a permanent solution, a permanent state of happiness, how we can reach there. For that, we need to rebuild. We need to restructure the brain, rewire the brain. This is, I told you the science behind it, what is happening and what we can do. Okay, and how meditation can help. So how to start this? I am designed a 6 months plan to prepare the mind, the one who don't have any idea or any experience in this, who can start from this point preparing the mind. It will take time, because the time length for preparation of mind depends on person to person, because the intensity of issues unresolved in each person. And after the preparation of mind, then we can take each step by step for the meditation, like the breathing exercise, and then how you can focus on your thoughts, and then 21-day period of continuous activity, continuous practice, guided practice. And then if it is not still stable, we have to extend it, and then gradually how the transformation is coming, and step-by-step process. It's a 6 months complete transformation process. That's what I designed. So for the planning process, we have to do first the identifying the open files with a systematic approach, which need to be closed, and the separating, the surveillance. So once after the 6 months practice, once we are on this, then still, we have to do this separation process always we have to do, because as surveillance, we have to focus on the thoughts, always watch on the thoughts, analyze, and make sure unused files are closed. That means a day must practice of meditation every day. Or if you are not able to do every day, you have to find time at least in a week. And continuous practice of meditation is the recovery. Okay, these are the planning. And so this is what I would like to share in this session. So now you got the idea about how this mental health issues, the depression, actually depression is not like, oh, I got depression, like I got the coronavirus infection. It's not like that. Depression, when we reach the state of depression, it's a long-term process. It's a because there will be a warning sign. There will be trigger first. First, there will be a trigger. We should, if you are sensitive enough, you can immediately identify, oh, this is my trigger, or I should watch on me. And then next stage is the warning sign. The brain will show, the body will react, the body will show the warning signs. So you should watch on it. What are the warning signs? Immediately you have to stop it. You have to stop it. My situation was different. I couldn't stop it. I was not in a place to stop it. So that's why I got this issue. So these are the steps you should follow for the depression. For once you are out of this, how to maintain this. That's what I'm talking now. Once you are out of this with the 6 months transformation, then after that, how you can maintain this. Watch on the triggers, be conscious about the triggers, mindful about the triggers. Okay, even if you are exposed to the triggers, it is out of your control. Look for the warning signs. When you are confirmed, these are the warning signs. Oh, I have to withdraw immediately. Keep your boundaries, keep your guards up, and withdraw from the situation, whatever it is, because it is your amygdala is highly sensitive. There are chances immediately it will shut down. Don't give a chance for that. Immediately flight from there. That's a reaction. You have to take the decision. I can't do this. There is no compromise. You can't do this. Okay. So this is how, this is what I would like to do, the method for the recovery of depression, who is going through depression. This all is the chemicals, activities in the brain. It's it's nothing, it's nothing, just the chemical activities. We should understand that what we are feeling is, it's a feeling, it's a kind of illusion we are feeling. Just look back what is happening. Just look back what is exactly the science behind this. It is simple. Okay, it is simple, and you can come out of it. Don't think that, oh, I am gone, I can't come out of this. Don't think that, oh, I'm not enough, and I there is no meaning in living in further with this life. Never think about that. You can do it. Nothing is impossible. You can do it with the hard work. You can achieve that state of happiness. You can do it. This is the method. This is what I would like to offer for people going through depression. How the depressed person can come out through meditation. This is my this is my plan for a person for complete transformation for 6 months. I'm not thinking, I'm not taking any short-term relief. The meditation techniques, we see lots of meditation techniques. This is those techniques, just at the time being, we are calming our brain, keeping that breathing. By regulating the breathing, we are giving the brain the information that we are fine, and then we are keeping that harmony for some time. Until and unless you don't work on your thoughts, you don't work on your attitude, it's going to, after that half an hour, you're going back to who you are again. So for a permanent solution, a permanent, unique piece of body you want, that unique happiness, that happiness you want, that state of happiness, we need to work on the brain. We need to follow through these steps. Okay, so all mental health issues, all issues, most of the issues are from our bad experiences, from the trauma and the pressure we go through. And see, everything is this chemical balancing, the chemical released in response to this situation, released in the brain in response to the situation. And when it's all how it becomes a habit is, I already explained in my previous videos how to become a habit. 21 days of exposure, whatever it is, it will become a habit of us. And if it can be positive, if it can be negative, brain has this neuroplasticity, adapt to any kind of situation. Okay, so that's why some people are stick to abusive relationship, because they are stick to that, they are adapted to it. It's not easy for them to come out, even though they know that they have the logic, they have the reasoning, they know that this is this, but still they're addicted to it, because brain doesn't discriminate it's a positive or negative. What is the situation? To protect. Brain's function is to protect. So what the brain will do? Adapt to the situation. We will change, even our personality will change based on the situation to adapt. Okay, so mental health or mental diseases, all mental health issues, it's nothing, just the changes in the chemicals, just our situations we are exposed, and the period of time, the time period we are exposed, and that's how it is fixed. But we can change it, we can come out of it. My message is, I would like to give this message: mental health issues are not it should not be stigmatized. It's not complicated. It's just the chemicals released in the brain, and how, it is just that. It's just that. Some diseases, there are genetic displacement and change in the genetical makeup. We can't do anything about it. Some diseases, some rare diseases are like that. Some mental health issues are like that. But most of that, and how we should not, we should accept the people who is going through this, because we should have that compassion to accept them. Please don't stigmatize mental health illness. So by this, I'm concluding today's session. I'm recording this, and I'll share this with the page and the group. Thank you so much. For those who would like to listen to this, attend the event. I'll share this in the page.